Good day, everyone. So, in today's class, I want to educate us on what stock exchange is all about or what stock investment is all about. But then you need to understand that business and investment are two different things, they are not the same thing. Business is a game of skill whereby you buy and then resell for profits, and then you grow your business gradually. So, which means you are 100% actively involved. Okay, so in your business you are actively involved. Okay, you are buying and selling, you are offering services. If your own business is about offering services, you are directly involved there. Okay, so if you are the type that have a business that has to do with electronics, you are involved in that business 100%. Okay, if you are not there, the business will not hold. Or if you don't put someone there, okay, if you don't put someone there, nothing will happen. All right, so you are involved there. Either you put someone to work on your behalf, but then it has to be open, on a daily basis for people to be able to, patronize you. All right, so or you can delegate people, to help you monitor, the activities involved in your business. So, but then you are involved. So even the people you put in charge, they still, give you feedback. They still give you the rundown or whatever happens every day or every week or every month, depending on how you want them to give you feedback. So they give you feedback on a daily basis, weekly basis, or monthly basis, depending on what you have agreed with them. But then on the other hand, for investment, you aren't doing anything. Okay, all you are providing is your money. So in this case, your money is working for you. So you provide your money and then your money work, for you. So you're not really actively involved. Okay, someone is doing all of the headache for you. You're only just to provide your capital, and then at the end of the day, you get your return, depending on what type of investment that you are on. Now, I need you to understand that investment is not the same thing as pausing scheme. Okay, so you just put your 50,000 out somewhere and then you're expecting 1 billion naira. This is not investment. Okay, this is not investment. This is purely pausing scheme. So there's difference between Ponzi scheme and investment. Now, what are examples of investment? One is you buy a land, okay, that is yet to be developed, or in an area that is yet to be developed. So you buy it, and then you keep it for years, probably for 2 years, 10 years. And as the area develop, you will see that the land also appreciates in value. Okay, the amount that you are going to be selling it back will be much higher, than how much you bought it. So in this sense, you are not doing it. All you did was just to buy the land and just keep it, and then wait for some years and then you sell back, to get your return. So at this time, your land has appreciated, meaning the money that you're going to be selling it has increased. Okay, so you then sell for profit. You can also buy gold, okay, and then resell as well. As your gold appreciates, you also resell as well. But then let's look at it in this way. Buying gold is expensive, buying land is expensive. A lot of people do not have the luxury of money, to be able to buy gold or land, especially for the masses, the middle class, and all of it. So it is not an investment for them to buy land and then wait for years for them to get the land being appreciated before they can sell it. All right, and that is where stock investment, comes in place. With stock investment, even with your 2,000 naira, your 1,000 naira, you can get started. So the goal is just get started with the amount that you have and keep on building. Right, so my name is Gift Grace. Before I present anything, I'll usually have done my own homework. I would have tested it. So let me put it that way. I would have tested it and say, oh, this is something that is profitable, and then educate people on how these two can also, enjoy from there as well. Okay, so I usually want to take the risk to try things out myself and then tell others about it, especially my family, tell them, and then people around me, and then bring it up online, for people to also, enjoy the benefit that I'm also enjoying. Okay. All right. So if you want to go into online business, okay, you can actually reach out to me. Okay, if you want to go into crypto, if you like crypto trading, you want to go into crypto trading, you can reach out to me. I can, recommend what you can do, for you to get started. If you're a freelancer, okay, if you're a freelancer, you're working on Upwork, Fiverr, and you want to be getting more gigs than you are doing currently, you can actually reach out to me, to recommend, things you can do for you to earn more. Okay. All right, so let's talk about stock market now. So investing in the stock market is one of the best way to plan for your future. Okay, so the rich know this, and that is why they invest in it. So the rich know the importance of stock, and that's why they invest in it. So when you invest in stock, you are purchasing a small piece of ownership in a company. So which means when you buy a stock in a company, you become a part owner, in small pieces, okay, in that company. You'll be able to see how much profit that company makes every year and decide if it is worth investing more money into that company stocks. Learning how the stock market works allows you to know more about the market and strategies before investing your money. So you have to learn about the stock market, how it works before investing your money, because it's your hard earned money. So you have to make your own research. You have to learn what the stock market is all about before you start putting your hard earned money. Because even though stock investment is real, okay, you may end up wasting your money if you don't have adequate knowledge of how it works. And that goes for any business, that you want to do. Okay, so if you don't know about a particular business and you put your money there, what happens? Even though the business is profitable, because you don't have the right knowledge, you are going to waste your money. Same thing with stock investment. If you don't have the right knowledge, and because you've heard, investing in stock is good, and you just see any company, you just buy their shares, you might actually lose your money. That is just it. You might actually lose your money if you don't have the right information. So that brings us to the next point. What is a stock? So a stock is a unit or piece of ownership in a company. Stock is the same thing as shares or equity. So when you hear people say share, equity, we are still talking about stock. It still means the same thing. So having a stock in a company makes you a part owner or shareholder of that company. So imagine being a shareholder in some of the world's biggest companies like Apple, Coca-Cola, Google. These are, the companies that we know, and we even use their products. So how cool will it be for you to be able to own, some shares in all of these companies? Okay, and the good thing is that you don't even need millions to be a shareholder. You don't have to have 1 million, 2 million before you can become a shareholder. Okay, with the little money that you make on a weekly, monthly basis, you can start accumulating these shares. Okay, so these days, once I buy MTN recharge card or data, I smile. You know why? Because our business is growing. Okay, so I know that at the end of the year I'm going to, receive a return, from our company. Okay, so you can start small. The goal is to start small and then build up with it. So even with 1,000 naira, you can start. Okay, you can start small, and then you keep buying small. Anytime you have, spare cash, you keep buying as money comes in into your pocket. You keep buying, small. So it is not rocket science, and it's not that difficult as people make it seem. Okay, so you don't have to wait until when you have, 100,000, 50,000. As you have your 5,000, 10,000, you buy the shares. You buy the shares from the company, you buy the shares from this company, and you keep accumulating, more like that. you know Companies can approach the public for money by offering their shares for sale. So the first time when a company offers its shares to the public is called IPO, and that stands for initial public offering or offer. So when you give them money, in exchange you are giving units or fractions of the company's shares. So this makes you a shareholder in the company. So what is the stock market? So stock market is a network of stock exchanges where investors buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. So these companies that are listed, their shares in the stock market. Okay, so that is where you and I will go, and then we'll buy and then we'll sell. So investors like you and me, we purchase those shares, which allows the company to raise money from the public to grow or expand their business. The reason why they will list these their shares, at IPO is for them to be able to raise money to expand, their company. And that's why you don't get instant results. I repeat it again, you don't get instant results. They use your money actively to grow their companies, and for every profit made you will also enjoy. So I hope you can see that it is very, very different from Ponzi scheme, whereby they ask you to bring 10,000 naira and the next 2 minutes you're having 50,000. You can see that it is different. Okay, you don't see results instantly, when you buy shares, because the company needs to, grow the business, expand the business. It is when they make profit that you also get to enjoy, the return of whatever, or the growth that the company has experienced. How does the stock market work? To better understand how the stock market works, it helps to know that there are two types of markets. So we have the primary market and then the secondary market. The primary market is where shares are created and a company lists their shares through an IPO, which is initial public offering. Remember, an IPO is when a company first lists their shares to the public. So once the first time the company will list their shares to the public is what we call the IPO. I see the primary stage at the point where the company is still starting up and share idea with others who put in their money to build the company. You will see many millionaires putting in their money to say, oh, I want to buy, 50% worth of this company, 20% worth of this company, 10% worth of this company, and so on. Then comes the secondary market, which is essentially the stock exchange. Is where the supply and demand of these shares are bought, sold, and traded every day. This is a stage where we, the masses, put our urgent 2K to work. So instead of you just keeping your money lying in the bank, okay, or you just see money, just spend. So you want to be disciplined to at least save for the future. So as you get to 2,000 naira and your 3,000 naira, you just keep on, accumulating the shares. So majority of the companies are not on primary listing again. Millionaires don't buy everything finish. Okay, so but then we have the secondary listing, okay, where we can actually go and then purchase in units. Okay, so I can say, oh, I want to buy 1,000 units of MTN shares. I want to buy 100 units of Access Bank shares and all of that. So I will be able to do that in the secondary market, which is also known as stock exchange. So we have units that is less than 10 naira. There are even units that are like 2 naira, 1 naira, 5 naira, 7 naira. Yes, so that is why I said that even with 1,000 naira you can get started. Okay, so if a unit is 10 naira and you want to buy 1,000 units, so you multiply 1,000 times 10, and that will give you 10,000 naira. So for you to be able to buy that, you must have 10,000 naira to be able to buy 1,000 units of that share. So how can you make money from the stock market? And you know, this is the aspect you have been waiting for. Okay, so how can we make money since stock investment is good? So how can we make money from it? I know you're already thinking about it. Okay, what then happens to my money? You know, how do I recover or make profit on it? I know these are all the questions that might be going on through your mind. You know, just calm down. Now, investors like you and I can make profit from owning stock in two ways. One is dividend payment and then value appreciation. So I'm going to break it down to explain. So you have the dividend payment. Okay, so companies can distribute part of their profit to shareholder on a quarterly or annual basis. Okay, so let me set an example. Okay, so for this year, you know, Dangote Cement in March paid, you know, their shareholders 30 naira per shares. So that means that for you, if you have Dangote shares, Dangote Cement shares, and you have 1,000 units of it, now they are paying you 30 naira for just 1 unit. So to be able to know the amount you'll be receiving, you multiply the 1,000 units that you have times the dividend they are paying you, which is 30 naira. So 1,000 times 30, and that is, you know, 30,000 naira. If you have 100,000 units of it, so 100,000 units times 30, and that is how much? That is 3 million naira. So that's how you calculate, you know, your return at the end of the day. So you can see that you didn't do anything, and this dividend they are paying you did not affect the money that you have used to buy the stocks. The capital you have used to buy the stock is still intact, so your original money is still intact, and you'll still be enjoying, you know, dividend quarterly or annually depending on how the companies pay. So some companies pay quarterly, some pay annually. So if they are paying annually, you keep on getting, you know, this dividend annually, and then your capital that you used to buy the shares is still intact. Okay, you know, just look at it. Is that not sweet? You know, every year, you know that our money is coming, you know, for me through the Dangote Cement or NTN or Airtel or Access Bank, Zenith Bank. You know, isn't that sweet? You know, so you can buy as many shares as possible. So the next one is value appreciation. You also make money when you sell your shares at a higher price than when you bought them. The only time you can make loss is if you sell your shares when it has not appreciated. And why would you even do that? You know, why would you do that? Since you already know it is a long-term investment. So stock investment is a long-term investment. So if you want to go through the route of a value appreciation, so let's assume you bought a shares for 20 naira. Okay, so you have to wait till you appreciate, you know, to 25 naira or 30, just as your land. When you buy your land for, you know, 5 naira, okay, you wait until the land appreciate, and it could take years before it appreciates. And then when you are selling it, you are smiling because you know the amount you bought the land and then the amount you are selling. So that is for value appreciation of your, you know, of your shares. So you can only lose money if you sell when your shares are not appreciated. That is when you lose your money. I hope you are getting it. So I don't know whatever you might have heard about buying shares. but avoid any misinformation. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful of what you listen to about the stock investment. So, well, you need to know this: not all companies pays dividend, though. Let's look at the two kinds of companies we have. Okay, so it's not all the companies that pays dividends. So there are two types of companies, so that when you're investing your stock, you should know the companies that pay dividends and the one that does not pay, so that you're able to make your right decision. So we have the blue chip companies and we have the growth companies. No, the blue chip companies, these are large companies with established records of growth. For example, Coca-Cola, they usually pay dividends, have been in business for years with stable earnings, less potential for high growth. So the kind of growth they will experience, it will not be too huge. Now the next is the growth companies. Growth companies, they are still growing, just like the name growth company. So they are still growing and reinvesting most of their earnings. Okay, so e.g. like Tesla, that is owned by Elon Musk. So I know that most of you will know, the man. Now this, if you buy shares with Tesla, you will not be paid dividend. Okay, and there's higher risks, with growth companies. Shares grows faster and fluctuates a lot. So you'll see it go high, come low, go high, come low, and all of that. So as a new investor, it is best to start with blue chips. They already have a track record which is solid. Okay, so if you're just starting, you can just stick to the blue chip companies. As you grow in your stock investments, you can start exploring with growth companies as well. So facts that you need to know. This is very important. You must pay attention. Facts that you need to know. In stock investment, please have long-term mindset. To get the best of stock market investment, plan to buy and hold for a long time. The longer you hold, the more benefits you gain. Allow the magic of compounding interest work for you. Don't be in a hurry to sell because the price appreciates a little. Okay, this is the secret of the rich. So don't sell off because they appreciate a little, let me sell instantly. Okay, no. Okay, so keep on buying, keep on holding, for you to be able to enjoy more profit. So when is it the best time to buy shares? When is it the best time to buy shares? Buy when you have the money. Don't time the market. As you have the money, keep on buying, keep on accumulating, as you see money, keep on accumulating. How much do you need to start buying shares? Your 1K, your 1,000, your 2,000, your $1, your $2, your $5 can buy some units of shares. All you have to do is keep topping it up. If you're buying now, you can add more and more to it the way you have money. Don't wait to have millions saved up for it. Just like they say, little drops of water makes what? Help me complete them. When you keep dropping little water, what happens? You know what happens, right? So how to know the best stocks to buy? How do you know? Because the next question I want to ask. Okay, yes, okay, stock investment. So how do you know the best stocks to buy? First, you need to understand what the company does and their business model. Know their product or service. So if the company sells products, know what that product is. And if they offer services, know what kind of services they offer. Know the management details. Okay, know their competitive advantage, their innovation, their net worth, their loyal customers. Okay, so if you are going to buy a stock with this company and they have other companies also producing the same product they are producing, why would people want to buy from this company A and leave company B? So you have to know all of this. You also need to know the company culture, how they are known to operate. You also want to search what the experts think about the company. Also check their financial metrics, meaning the revenue of the company. So these are just few I'm going to be listing, and then you can go on Google to research more. All you have to do, just type the name of the company and then search, and then you'll see a lot of information about the company that you can read about. So how many stocks should you buy? There's no hard rule for this. The important thing is to have a diversified portfolio, that is having shares in different companies from different sectors. So you have shares in agricultural sector, oil and gas sector, telecommunication sector. So that is what that's diversifying your portfolio is all about, when you buy your shares in different sectors. Okay, so Amazon, Google, Coke, etc have a share of the money. Okay, so you have heard about Amazon. Probably you have purchased things on Amazon. You use Google, you drink Coke, you use Zoom. As you're using all of these products, or as you're part of these companies, you need to also be making money from them. As you're using them, you are buying Apple products. As you're buying, you are supposed to also be getting some returns, and you can only be getting small returns if you invest in their shares, if you buy their shares. Okay, so don't just be a consumer. You just consume, don't just be a consumer. There must be a way for you to also get money back as well. Stop drinking Coke and not getting something from it again. The WhatsApp you are using to follow this conversation, you should have something in return back for you. Okay, so use Facebook, use WhatsApp, and all of these applications that you use, there are companies that develop it. So you need to buy shares with them, so that as they make progress, as they grow, as they make a lot of profit, you will hear every year, you will hear, oh, Apple has made so amount of sales and all of that. This is their net worth and all that. So you also should be getting return as they mention their net worth. You also will be happy that, oh yes, I'm also going to be benefiting as their net worth also increase. So my conclusive advice, well, nobody asked for this, however, but yes, as someone into online businesses, I'll have to give you this advice for free. You're not paying for it. Okay, so making money has principle. First, you must have what you are doing. Like I said initially, that for stock investment, you don't see your results instantly. So for that reason, you must have something that you are doing, either a business, either a job, okay, that you are currently doing. So you must either have a business, have a job, or you can even have both. Okay, I already asked you to reach out to me if you want a business you can add to your job, an online business that you can add to your job. You can reach out to me. We all know that one income stream is not enough in this economy of today. It's never enough. So you can still add more and more things to either, if you're a worker into you are doing business, you can add more things to it to make more money. Then at every point when you make either profit or your salary, the first thing you need to do is to pay yourself first. Every time you pay food seller, you pay landlord, you pay for fuels, you pay the fuel station, you buy different subscription, Go TV, DSTV, you pay your NEPA bill. There are so many bills, and before you know it, the money has finished without you paying yourself. So you keep paying people, you keep paying, and then you don't pay yourself. So you should dedicate some amount of money for yourself, and this money should be channeled towards things that will bring you more money. Okay, so as you pay yourself, you use this money to buy shares, because you know that, oh, every year or quarterly, depending on the shares you bought, you are going to be getting returns. So you see why I said I don't use, spend. There's no spend more in this Nigeria, so you have to be very, deliberate. So e.g., you can say every month. So if you are a salary earner, so you can say, every month I will use 5,000, I will use 10,000 to buy shares, from different companies. So if you keep up with that, so let's say you are using 10K, so 10K will be used, to buy 3 different stocks in 1 year. That is already, 120K. So don't be a lady that will just be spending a lot of money on wigs. You are buying iPhones, and then you have no investment. Does it make sense? You are carrying expensive phones of 1 million naira, phones of 800,000. You are buying wig 200,000, 300,000. Yet you don't have any investment to show for. That should not be it. Okay, that should not be it at all. You need to invest, for the future. The reason is that you will not, if you're a youth now, if you're a youth like me now, in the next few years you will get old and you'll not be able to do all of the hard hustling that you are doing. Everything will be minimized. So it is all of this investment that you have put in place, that will be your saving grace, at the end of the day. The truth is, many people have made a lot of money in the past, but can't point at how the money went, because money has wings. So if you can't be disciplined to invest, once you get the money, it will fly up. You just use it for necessary things. Okay, so if you don't know how to retain it or multiply it, the money will fly. Now I want you to know this: knowledge comes with a price. It isn't free anywhere. So even in government schools, knowledge is not free. Okay, and you shouldn't be looking for free things, so you have to pay. There's always a price, for everything that is good. Just like they say that even in Freetown there's no free things. Okay, so for you to get adequate knowledge, you need to pay a price. So that is why I'm introducing the master class, the stock exchange master class. Now this is optional. Okay, it is not a first thing. Okay, so you can either choose to go for it, or not. It's your choice. Okay, whatever choice you make is good. So the amounts that you even be paying for this master class is not even up to what some of you here, use for your monthly data subscription, or even your GoTV subscription, your DSTV subscription. But here we are talking about you, adding value to yourself and your future. Okay, so I need you to understand that this will work for any, part of the country that you are, whether you're Nigerian, Cameroonian, Ghanaian, whatever country that you are, South Africa, whatever country that you are. This stock exchange masterclass can work for you. Okay, if you are not in Nigeria, you use Facebook. If you are not in Nigeria, you use Twitter. Okay, so use all of this, so you can buy shares, from all of these companies. So there's no limitation to whether, oh, because I'm not in Nigeria, I can't participate. No, it is global. So what will you be learning in the master class? So you'll be learning the different trusted trading apps that I personally use. Okay, so you need trusted apps to be able to buy shares. If not, your money will be gone into the thin air. So you need trusted trading apps. Also, you'll be taught the stockbroking firm for both Nigerian and foreign companies. They will open your trading account for you at no cost, meaning you are not paying any dime, to be able to activate your trading account. You also be taught You will also be taught how to buy stocks from the secondary market and track the progress of your investment using just your phone. So as you're buying stocks, you need to check the progress of your investment, and this masterclass will be teaching you how to do that with your smartphone. So you don't even need a laptop to monitor your investment. With your smartphone, you can monitor your investment. Okay, how to track trending stocks and know which one to go for, you'll be taught in the master class. Now, you also be told what you should check out in a company before buying stock with them. You'll be told what to check out in a company before buying shares with them. Also, you also be learning how to claim your dividend in case your parents bought shares for you when you are young and you haven't been receiving dividend. Who knows, you may be part of those that have millions of unclaimed dividend, and lots more. So you'll be taught how to do all of that. So this is a total package, and I strongly recommend it for you. Like, it's for your own benefit. In no time, with this master class, in no time you'll become a seasoned investor. Now, this master class has to be from 50,000 above. I'm not joking, because the value you are getting is worth more than 50,000. But then I have discounted it. You'll not even be paying up to 30,000, just 20,500. But wait, for those that will be making payment as you go through this presentation. Okay, as you go through the presentation, for those that will be making payment right away, you will just be paying just 12,499 naira only, and it just one time payment. So after this payment, you are not making any payments again for buying anything. The only thing you are buying is just to get your capital to invest in the stocks that you want to partner with, that you want to become their shareholder. Okay, so if you still have more questions, you can reach out to me. All right.